Hey guys! So, today's video is going to be a first for me. New year, new things, right? I get a lot of questions about like my makeup storage and setup and that kind of thing. So I caved and I decided to show you guys my whole little deal here. And that's going to be the first part of this video. The second part's going to be a kind of added do-it-yourself kind of tip. I'm going to show you guys how you can take an ordinary candle and turn it into like a container for like your eyeshadow pencils or brushes or whatever you like. So if this is something that would interest you, keep on watching. Okay, so here it is. This is my setup. Alright, as you can tell, I have a mirror set up right here in my vanity room. It's basically just a big sheet of glass that I framed with a little bit of spiderweb fabric and decorated, and I have posters all over the walls, all kinds of inspiration everywhere, you know, all on my table as well. I mean, if I'm gonna be sitting here pretty long hours of the day playing with makeup, I want something really pretty to look at, you know. I have the room light. I also have a lighted mirror right here, and I have another little desk lamp that I connect to my mirror. My biggest component in my lighting situation would have to be natural daylight. So basically this is my window right here. It's nighttime, so you know, if I open it, it's just dark, but usually I just crack it a little bit, and it really helps with my light in my videos. Also, it's right in front of my little perfume desk. So yeah, those are a little bit of the perfumes and stuff I'm trying out. Okay, so basically, here's my setup for my brushes. I'm not going to go over all my collection because that'll be like an 18,000 minute video, and I'm just not into that. I use these big glass jars to hold some of my brushes. I got them from like a craft store, and I filled them up with beads and rocks, and they just make all my brushes stay up pretty easy. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 things, 5, you count this little guy right here. And that just holds other things and more storage, and I have just storage everywhere. This is going to be like a kind of do-it-yourself crafts video. And I just want to show you guys these containers. I get asked about storage all the time. And I store my little, like, these are all, like, mostly NYX pencils and other stuff that's, like, kind of creamy in pencil form that I use as shadow bases. They're really handy for storing your, like, your pencils or your the little ones that can get lost in your drawers or in the bottom of your cup that you'll never use because you can never see them. I got these really cool little Rubbermaid. This one's empty because I put my dirty brushes in it, but I just cleaned all my brushes, so it's empty right now. I get these little Rubbermaid containers from Walmart, and they're just really cheap, and they're really good to store your dirty brushes, or as you can tell, I use some for mascaras and things like that. Like all of these were candles. And basically when I have a candle, I do not just throw it away when it's finished. I have a whole little process that I go through, and I'm going to show you guys in 1 second. I also, these are just these little things hold my kabukis. I have 3. It's just a little glass container. I think this was for a tea light candle. I use it for storing my kabukis because they fit all of them in like perfectly. So, yeah. So if you guys are interested in seeing how I make these cute little holders for my pencils, stay tuned. What you're gonna need for this little depotting candle thing, you're gonna need a candle that you're gonna use. This is a Glade one that smells like apples and cinnamon, but it's all gone. I also use a little bit of an oil. This is a Dark Kiss fragrance oil. This is like a fragrance oil you put in like an oil burner, and it makes your house smell really good. And the scent is really good too. It's Dark Kiss from Bath & Body Works. You're gonna need a knife. Make sure it's a pretty sharp one. And you're gonna need alcohol. This is just the 92 proof alcohol solution I put in a little spray bottle. So first off, I take the candle. You're gonna be very, very careful when you do this because you can hurt yourself pretty bad. I'm just gonna take the very tip of the knife, and I'm gonna press it down on all corners of the candle. This is gonna start loosening up the candle wax, make it easier for us to kind of slip it around and get the candle wax out of the container, because sometimes they can be pretty hard to get out. So just continue making your little stab marks all around, so you can see that. I'm just making a stab mark all the way around. You have it all kind of loose and little fragments are everywhere. Take your knife down in one corner of the candle, like that, and you're going to want to hold it pretty tight and turn it. Sooner or later it's going to pop up like that, and it's going to be able to remove itself pretty easily. Like that. and then just remove the wax. And mine came out pretty good this time and pretty easy. Most of the time they're kind of hard. If it breaks up, you just have to kind of scrape it, but be very careful when you're handling like sharp objects. You don't want to hurt yourself. I'm going to set down the knife for a second, and now you have this. We're going to work on the label of the candle, because I don't want like labels on my, my glass container. And this one has snowflake and reindeer on it, so it's already going to be kind of a holiday type of glass. Then all I did was just peel off the sticker. Sometimes they're a little bit harder. That's one of my biggest pet peeves, is when stickers don't cleanly come off. I hate that. So what you're gonna do if that happens, like I know this one down here isn't gonna work with me. So all I do is I take the knife, and very carefully, you might want to set it down so you don't hurt yourself. I'm going to kind of push up on the edges, like that. And then I'm just gonna peel it as slowly as possible. So, and of course it hates me, so it came off like that. So now at least this demonstrates my point. Now when you have something like this, the best way to get this kind of stuff off is taking kind of like a scrubber thing and scrubbing it, and using alcohol. Alcohol takes off any kind of glue residue. So I'm just gonna squirt a little bit on there just to get it, loosened up. And then I'm gonna start taking my knife and just cutting across. And then all I do, I'm going to kind of scrape off the glue sticker. There's other ways to do this. This is just the one I do. Usually I just take it to the sink and like rinse it off with like a wire scrubby, but for the sake of this video, this is what I'm going to do. And you should have something like this. I basically just delabeled it. It still has a little bit of glue residue on the bottom, but the alcohol will take that away. Alright, but don't stop there. Go ahead and put your little brushes in it, or whatever you like to do. And this can hold anything, if you just need you can always use a little glass jar. And what I did was just wash it out with some hot water and a scrubby, like something that's pretty abrasive, to get most of the candle wax out. Do not throw away your candle wax. What you can do is take your knife, cut this in half. Basically, I just took out the wick, and now I'm just going to throw the wick away. I get an inexpensive oil burner, and all I do is I just stick the wax in the oil burner. And this one I don't think it's meant for actual candle chunks to melt, but it works. I've done this for a long time and it works pretty well. All you do is you just set them in there, and then what I do, just to make it last a little bit longer and not make it so tough, so I'll take a little bit of the fragrance oil, and I'll put a few drops in there. You have a perfectly good kind of candle wax. When you melt it, it's going to all go even. It's going to make your house smell really good. So it's like the candle never died. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed my little makeup setup and the little tip at the end about the candles. I'm pretty crafty, so I do a lot of these type of things. And if you guys would like to maybe have more of them, or more of these kind of videos or something, just leave me a comment. And yeah, I hope you guys are all doing well. Bye.